Alaska Rants, Man on the Street edition. We're here with Liz Vazquez, running for State House Senate
H.
H.
H as in Harry, which is Turnagain, a little bit of Spenard, Sand Lake, Jewel Lake, Kincaid, lots of Bay Shore, and all of Campbell Lake.
Well, we're here to have a conversation with you, and we just sort of wanted to see. Uh, we're here at Kincaid Elementary, and
Yes.
we're here to talk education. And education system kind of sucks right now. We got a lot of budget issues, security issues, performance issues, all around in every aspect of the education system. And you got plans or policy changes or ideas on how you can help fix that, change that, and make a better future?
Well, first of all, I've done a lot of research with the education process in the state of Alaska. First of all, Anchorage does not get its fair share of money per student. Everybody else gets a lot more money than we do, and that's not fair. And we need to fight those folks representing Anchorage and the Matsu. We need to fight for our fair share of funding. That's first of all. Second of all, not enough money is actually going into the classroom. A lot of it is going into administrative services, okay, which is not really improving the results for our children. We have, when I came into town about 40 years ago, our school district was considered very good, excellent. It was considered. I can't say that anymore. So I think we really need to help the teachers in the trenches. We need to make sure there's accountability, that our kids are really learning life skills. Oh, that's the other thing. We should require a class on life skills. By that I mean a child should be able to, after they graduate from high school, boil a leg, do some sewing, balance a checkbook, fill out a lease application for an apartment, fill out an employment application, just life skills so you can survive in this
Understand what a
modern.
loan is.
Yes, absolutely.
Interest is. A lot of these kids don't have a clue on what happens when they pull out student loans for college and the interest that comes with that, or when they get a credit card and the interest that comes with that. That feels like it's very important step in
And
building a
yes,
future.
absolutely. And computer skills. Now, those students from well off households obviously don't need that type of help, but we're having children in the lower socioeconomic part of our society, of Anchorage, not having access to computers, and so they fall behind in their computer skills. I mean,
That's important nowadays when everything that involves a screen or a platform or a program.
absolutely, absolutely. So anyway, we're not. Confucius is credited with saying, "Plant for a year, plant rice. Plan for 10 years, plant a tree, but plan for 100 years." Teach the children. So we need to do a better job to make sure our children are getting the very basic education they need to survive in this modern world. And that means that they can go in, have an interview. That should be included in the life skill class. How do you go into an interview? How do you address a supervisor? I mean, just work skills. I
Yes.
mean, just basic living skills need to be taught. The other thing is civics. I was shocked when my daughter, because our daughter was born in Anchorage and raised in Anchorage, and she was attending school, obviously. Um, I was shocked when I asked her. I said, "Do you know why we have Memorial Day?" And she was about 13 years old. I was shocked to find out that she didn't know why we had Memorial Day. And I think children need to know our basic history. They need to know why we have Memorial Day, why we have Veterans Day, why we have Thanksgiving Day. I mean, these are holidays. Why we have Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah.
So we're not teaching the children some basic skills and some basic knowledge they really need.
Or just the basics of the system, as far as it would go into politics, right? Like
Yeah,
we're doing here.
yeah.
People don't understand the difference between local governments and federal
Oh,
governments. And to me, if you have a strong local government, then you can fight off a tyrannized or a authoritarian, federal
well,
government.
Well, but you also, a strong local government means you can affect what's going on the national level, and citizen participation is so critical to that process. I mean, we just had a primary, and the turnout was dismal. It was 16%.
Yes.
That is dismal. And that is 60%, 16% of the registered voters. It's not even
All the voters.
60% of everyone that could possibly be eligible for voting. So it's really bad. So when you go and vote on November 5th, ask yourself, my incumbent has had this area, has represented West Anchorage for the past 10 years. What has he accomplished in improving the educational results for this community? That is a challenge I'm putting out there. So vote for Liz Vazquez if you really want someone that's concerned about our community and really wants to move the needle. Thank you.
All right, guys, you heard it from Liz. Let's make a change for Anchorage. Let's bring back a better educational system. And like she says, if you've been in office for 8 years, Matt Clayman, 8, 10 years now, and you haven't done anything, it's time to move on. We don't want a flip-flopping politician. We want someone that stands on their values, stands on their grounds, and is going to make a change for Anchorage. Thank you so much, Liz, for your
Thank you.
time, and we'll catch you in a couple weeks.
Thank you.